Welcome to Corvallis, Oregon, in the house Ocho Cinco and Houshmandzadeh built. Reser Stadium, home to the Oregon State Beavers. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see the number 20 team in the country, the Washington State Cougars, facing off with another team from the Pac-12, the Oregon State Beavers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Beavers will kick it away to start. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Cougars will have some work to do after that short return. And this big fella can beat you in a number of different ways in the passing game, David.
Yeah, so much fun to have a guy that I can rely on, that can beat guys over the middle of the field, that can beat man-to-man coverage. This guy's the ultimate weapon.
And I love that this guy has an awesome catch radius. You don't have to be perfect as a quarterback when you throw to him. He can make you look good.
Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
They'll ride the hot hand. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Pulls and fires complete. He get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
Washington State going quickly.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. To the air, it's Mateer. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. You know this sophomore has a big arm, and there were some revolutions on that one.
And that's good enough for a first down.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. The throw. It's complete to the left. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
Second down.
Motion from the offense. From the gun, the ground game. Give him about a yard on the play. It's down at the 10. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. They're bringing heat. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute. They put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. He'll bring it out. It's Card. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Oregon State's offense will have its first possession of the game. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
That's the end of the quarter, and Washington State has the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Scanning the field, it's McCoy. Quick strike complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab, it's Hankerson. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And the Beavers will punt this one away. They bring the punter onto the field now. He gets his first one of the day out of there. They used him 3 times in that loss last week. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. On second down, he'll let it fly. Finds his big tight end. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? He sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. He's looking to throw it. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Wonder if they'll throw it again after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 49. This time on target. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Fires to the big fella. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hudson.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves over.
This 3rd down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
That makes the score Washington State 6, Oregon State 0.
So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Coming out, and the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, the offense averts absolute disaster by falling on that fumble.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
Just enough time to get off one more snap. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
With the score, Washington State 6.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from there in Corvallis. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those two stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Reser Stadium.
Washington State ready to boot it away to start the third quarter. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early. He's going to throw deep right side. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down. After they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. They'll run it from the gun. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Fires on the move. Got his man. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's McCoy. Lofts one high and deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. This time it's complete. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. That's the end of the quarter, and Washington State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up.
Oregon State 0.
1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Zings it complete to the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Holding. Offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
Well, the offense just set themselves up in a bad situation on this one. 2nd and 3rd and long, there's not a lot of guesswork. Defense knows they're throwing the football, and you could tell on that pass rush, man, they were coming.
And guys, they've come through on the first 2 third down tries. This one might be a little tougher. Wants to throw. It's McCoy. Got his man on the right. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. He'll keep it himself. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Might as well keep pounding that rock at this point in the game, even though it's 2nd and 12. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. He's right on target. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Looking to move it through the air. Feeling some heat. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
Second down coming up.
Looking to pass on second down. Using the quick game. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looking for a man. It's McCoy. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. It's caught along the sidelines, but he's out of bounds. Would have had the first down if he could have stayed in the field of play. Gotta have it here on fourth down. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Touchdown, Oregon State. What a grab and go for the score.
Now that drive right there is exactly what you dream about. That's how you want your offense to perform. Under a clutch situation, take the ball down the field, get the score, and now an extra point away from taking the lead late in this ball game.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker on for the extra point.
And the extra point gives them a 1-point lead here in the fourth. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Boise State took its show on the road, and they'll be packing a big old W in their bags for that trip back to southwestern Idaho. Never underestimate the importance of a road win and how it can impact a team's trajectory. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The defense comes up with the fumble and takes it to the house.
The old scoop and score. Create the fumble, pick that puppy up, take it to the house. Great job by the defense, not only forcing the turnover, but getting points out of it.
They'll try to add another to their lead.
For the extra point.
And the extra point is up and good, and now the lead is 8. That means it'll take a touchdown and a deuce to tie it up. The kickoff team just about set to go, and that defense is eager to get back out there after the scoop and score. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Pocket starts to collapse. Got him downfield. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30+. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout, Washington State.
Picked off. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
That's a tough deal for the offense, right? I mean, you're trailing, it's late in the game, you're having to throw the football, you're just trying to make something happen, and ball gets away from the quarterback, ends up in the hands of the DB. Nice job by the defense.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. This quarterback happy enough to take a knee and head to the locker room, but the defense still does have a couple of timeouts if they want to use them. The rankings, the odds makers, everything indicated that these guys had a big hill to climb. But they climbed it, they got to the top, and they get a landmark win.
And we know coaching staffs always do a great job trying to motivate their own guys and get them ready to play a ranked opponent. But David, to me, it looked like this team just wanted it more. They came out, they were the more physical team, and they did what they had to do at the end of the day to get this win.
Yeah, and how do you gain respect? You want respect. You talk about our team's a really good team. You want to build on that? You beat good teams. That's what you do. You beat ranked teams that people